Good morning, everybody. Cheryl here with inkedpulp, and we're back with another Art Before Breakfast. Oh, did everybody have a great 4th of July? I hope so. Oh, I don't have anybody in here yet. Wow. I had a very quiet 4th of July. I made some new dishes for us to try, and of course, we had to have hamburgers on the grill. So I'll tell you a funny story. We're vegan. And so we decided to try some different kind of pasta. And we got red lentil pasta. Well, let's try it. We've never had it before. Let's try it. Well, I was going to make a macaroni salad yesterday. So I thought, let's try using this red lentil. Well, I got it out and hi Mimi. I got it out, got a pot of water boiling, and I boiled it up. I boiled it longer than the recommended time. Hi, Nydia. Yes, I do. And it seemed a little al dente, but not bad. I mean, it just was like the pasta wasn't going to be mushy. And so I put it off to the side to cool. And then I went to make my pasta salad. And I swear that stuff firmed up. It was like hard. And it was horrible. I went ahead and made the salad because I thought, well, maybe if the mayo soaks back into it, and I also put pickle juice in mine, maybe that'll soften up the noodles again, because they were a lot softer when I first tasted it. Nope, hard as a rock. We threw the whole thing away. So that was my disaster from yesterday. But everything else turned out good. Hi, KK. Everybody have a great 4th of July. But other than that, I just puttered around the house. I got another couple invoices out. I only have 2 or 3 to go. Nobody in here, but the people who just paid like yesterday or the day before, your packages are going out today. They're out on the porch waiting to be picked up. And then the other people who paid earlier, and Mimi, you're in that first group, those packages have already gone. So they're on the way. All right. Well, I think that's all of my updates. So we have this nature journal, and I'd like to finish it up today because I think we can. And I think it's getting, by the time I put all the stuff in there that needs to go in there, I think it's plenty chunky enough. So here's what I was thinking. I wanted to put something on the back for writing space. And somebody, who suggested, is this KK, was it you? Somebody suggested, because, that front is really lumpy. It's hard to write on it. So hot here, we didn't do anything. One is at the end of the month. Yeah, it's humid here today. Not that hot yet, but it's real humid outside. So anyway, I thought, or somebody suggested, make pockets on the back and put cards in them, for journaling. And we made these cards the other day with our new technique for rub-ons. So I thought what I would do is fold those up. Now, like this one's going to be a little too tall, so I'll need to, trim it off a little bit at the, bottom and top, because I've already folded it. And then I had also, remember these that I printed? We were doing that rub-on technique, and then I tried photo paper, and it dried too quickly, so I thought I could put those in that way. There's one of the woodpeckers. There's another one of these. Thought that would go well with the blue. And this one with this. And another woodpecker. And this is the sunflower. Wow. Yeah, it's going to be cooler here today. But we have big rainstorms coming in later. And that with the cats, I was going to put that one. And then, oh, this is the blue flowers with that one. Now, this page, I'm thinking that I may take out. I just don't like it. Now, what I might do is work on it some, like put a white napkin over it. I don't know. I just don't like this page. There's something else, but I do have a card for it. So I thought we could, I thought I would use fabric, but glue it onto cardstock so that it's, more firm, and then put them in as pockets. So I've got three different fabrics here that I thought we could potentially use. I thought this real neutral one would be fun. And then I've got another neutral, but it's beige. I don't know about that one. That one's pretty light. And then I've got this one that is green with some blue flowers. And I don't know how well it goes with, well, I guess it does. It goes with that one. I think it'll definitely go with the kitty cats. So we need to vote and decide I don't know where that came from. I'll put it back in. Which fabric to use. A, B, or C. What do you guys think? Yay for cooler weather, Mimi. All right, you guys, help me out here. A, B, or C. Okay, KK wants C. Mimi, Nydia, what do you guys want? Come on, you guys. Give us a vote. Mimi wants C. Okay, well, that's 2 out of 3. So I guess that, regardless of what you want, Nydia, it's going to be this. Looks like I did some cutting of some circles on that side. Okay, let's see how, or what the dimensions are for what I need here. I'm going to tear the fabric first. I'm going to start it right about here. So 4 inches by 1.5. You lost out on the choosing. I don't have much of this left, do I? Get rid of that strip. And then let's go 1.5. Let's see, 1.5. Oh, well, you wanted C anyway. Yeah, you must be on a big lag. Make sure you're on live stream. Okay, there's 1.5. And then let's do, yeah, you chose the same thing. So this is, for right here. Hi, Marie. I was watching Camilla Craft Designs, and I heard her call out your channel, that she had seen something you had done and she was telling people about it in her video. Did you see that? Or did you know she was going to do that? Yeah, go look at her most recent one. I haven't watched the whole thing yet, but yeah, she mentioned your world peas. She said there was some, and I don't even remember what the technique was now that she said she saw, but yeah, you do. She mentioned you. She called you out. Have you seen an uptick in subscribers at all? I know because she mentioned me as well one time, and my subscribers went up substantially. 2, 3. Yeah, I watched part of it too. What was the technique? Do you remember, Mimi, where she called out Marie's channel? I don't remember. I don't remember what it was. She hasn't come in to see us in a long time. She used to come once in a while. I'll have to reach out to her and say hello. All right, let me see how many of these I need. Yeah, that's probably from her. I'm sure she linked it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I need 10 of these. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't remember what it was exactly. I just remember thinking, oh, she's an ABB girl. I know her. Oh, yeah. Snip it without using scraps. Yep. And the first part of the video is all about her Temu haul. And it was in that part because I haven't started watching the part yet where she's actually making the snippets. So and she mentioned you more than once. It has to be in that first part where she's going through her haul. I know this is the boring part, but got to do it. Yeah, it's nice when somebody else calls you out. I got to go. Do you know that in YouTube Studio, where you go look at the comments, there's a tab at the top where you can see mentions, where it will tell you who has mentioned you, either in their descriptions or, see, 2, 4, there's 5. You can see who has not audio if she put you in the description, which she must have, because if you're getting hits, because she was saying world peas and I recognized it as you, but she's got the British accent, and I don't know that all of her viewers would necessarily know how to go find your channel if she didn't link you. So I'm pretty sure she linked you. All right, there's 5, 7. I need 3 more. I don't know if I'm gonna get, yeah, I can. You probably can't see what I'm doing down here, but my cutting mat has a ruler at the bottom of it, and I'm using that to measure. Yay! I just hit 1.7K, and it's so exciting. I am making the pockets. We're going to finish up the nature journal. And then I'm gonna 2, 3. So I'm cutting up fabric. We're going to use fabric and cardstock to make the pockets. And so I'm just cutting up the fabric. I need 2 more pieces. Yeah, I was really, working hard at it before I hit 1,000. And then once I hit 1,000, that was kind of my goal. I mean, I watch it. Don't get me wrong. I do watch it, and I love seeing it go up. I love when I get to a new, like when I hit 18,000. That'll be cool. Or not 18,000, 1,800. But I don't watch it as closely as I used to. Okay, so here's all of our pieces. Now, what I want to do, oh, that one's 2 inches. Well, we may have some that are bigger than others, because these are 1.5. I thought I had cut these at 1.5, but apparently I cut them at 2 inches. I didn't think they looked the same. So there's one. It must have been that first batch that I did that I cut at 2 inches instead of 1.5. Yeah, I actually had the watch hours long before I had the 1K viewers. It's about 1.5. This one's 2. But I'm telling you, having video sales really helped. Helped me get watch hours. And I don't know, the watch hours happened. That was not, for me, that wasn't a problem. I know for some people it is, but I didn't have trouble with that. All right, so let's see. Now, I think what I'm going to do on these is go over them and ink them with some vintage photo and sort of grunge them up a little bit. And then this will go here, and then the piece will go down in the pocket. So what I want to do is cut some strips that are, I'm going to go a little less than 1.5, because I want the fabric to kind of, peek over the cardstock. I just want this in there for strength. So now if I go a little bit less than 4, there's a couple. Let's try these before I get them all cut up and find out they don't work. Okay, there's one. So if we put this Yeah, I'm going to have to go just a little more narrow on it. Oops, and I didn't cut that very straight. I didn't cut it very straight. There, now you can't really see the white cardstock underneath, but I am going to ink it a little bit so that the edges aren't real white in case you do see them. Okay, and then I'm going to use my art glitter glue. And notice I am not using Fabri-Tac for this because I just don't want it to seep through. Okay. There. Now that's going to go on there like that. How's that look, you guys? Now I need to find, what did I do? There it is. I put it away. Imagine that. Imagine that I actually put it away. Hey, Maritza. So now this is going to be interesting because I got that big old flower arrangement on the top there. And then we will have finished up this journal. I'm so excited. It's a little journal. Only got, 10 pages in it, but it is still a journal. It's a fun little journal. All right, and then we'll go around and do this, and then we'll glue down that pocket. And then once the pocket's dry, I'll try putting the card in, and I know I'm going to have to cut it down a little bit, but all right, there's that. And then that's, I'm going to line that right up with the bottom line. There we go. So for those who just came in, did you do anything exciting yesterday for 4th of July? We didn't. We just kind of stayed home and hung out around here. And now, isn't that just sweet? And then, oh, I didn't make I should have made that go all the way out to the end because I'm a little bit short, but that's okay because you can always cut it down just a little bit. I'll have to ink it up again, but All right, so we've had to cut him down a little, but that's okay. Oh, you know what? I need to go back to using my tape for these pockets instead of glue, because the glue just seeps out to the sides, and then yeah, this one's not going to work in here. I'm going to have to put one of these other cards in here because this will fit. That's a little bit, okay, so learning some things here on the first one. The first one's going to be a little bit different. I'm just cutting the frame off of this, the frame that went around it. And nobody's going to know the difference. There we go. Now I need to, hi Casey. Oh, went to Ohio. There you go. Casey, I'm finishing up the nature journal. We're putting some cards in. I'm making some pockets. And now here's a question for you guys. And if I do it, I'll do it offline. So the back of these little cards, they say Kodak on them because it's Kodak photo paper. Should I back that with something else as well? I mean, you can write on it. It is pretty white. Should I back that or just leave it as is? I think for right now, I'm just going to leave it as is, but all right. So there, that goes in there, and that's going to go like that. And that's what we're going to do on each. Back it. Okay. I think leave it. I'm not going to do it today, whatever I do. So there we go. There's a little pocket with a little journal card. Now let's go to the next one. Oh, I wanted to put a little butterfly on here. I may not have one small enough on this. I may have to go back to my little itty bitty butterflies. There, I like that. It just needed something up in that corner. And I do have a pocket here too, so I can put, I can like fold up a piece of paper and put in there too. All right, let's look at the next one. This one's a little bit bigger. And I'm hoping that maybe if I glue that down close enough to the bottom, we can do this. Let me get it. Yeah, see that, and that's good enough. It doesn't go all the way out to the ends, but it's good enough because it will just give it some solid backing. Yes, it is. It's kind of a matte, like regular paper. So yes. Now the only thing I'm not sure about is if, because it's a photo paper, if it will, I'm such a perfectionist. You guys, I probably will back it. I'm just not going to do it right now. Because I don't know if it will leave an imprint on the front side of the card, because that's photo paper. That's the only thing I'm worried about. All right, so I'm going to use this double-sided tape. And you all know why I do this, right? This is because when you put glue on something, it squishes and it takes up part of the space. And then when you go to put your card in, you don't have as much space to fit your... Oh, I gotta ink this up a little bit. And some of these have some grunge on the back of them from the work we did. And, well, this one will get covered up by the pocket, but that's okay. And they also have a little bit of room up here to write, too. So there's a couple of opportunities for writing. All right, let's put this one down. All right. I think it'll be okay at the top. I've just got to take a little bit more off of one of the sides. Yeah. There it goes. It sticks up a little bit, but I can go trim those later. No, maybe I'll trim it now because I want to just get this done. I do have to go back and ink all these. Okay, there we go. There we go. And that little owl's peeking out at the top. Look at that. Okay, now this one, and I'm sure I'm going to have to cut it down as well, but let's get the pocket on. I'm just looking at what I have here. This one, that's kind of long. Okay, let's do this, and let's... Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so we got to go a little bit under 1.5. No. Let's see. I'm trying to get my measurements straight, you guys. 1.5, and then So you guys, I'm finishing up this project. What do you think for the next project? What shall we do? Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to ink those corners up, but that's okay because you can't see them. What shall we do? I know that this is I think my favorite page in the whole thing. All right. And this is going to go on here just perfectly. What shall we do for our next project, you guys? Should we do another bigger journal? Should I find some junk mail? We could do a junk mail journal or make more ephemera, go on a grungy kick. I don't know. What shall we do? What shall we do, you guys? Altered Rolodex cards. That's a cool idea. I've not done that before, and I have a whole bunch of them, and I even have a Rolodex box. Altered Rolodex cards. Okay. We can start that on Monday. Now, I might need to get into some, a waterfall flip. Yep, I haven't done one of those either, ever. So those are two ideas on the list. So maybe what we'll do is take a vote on Monday. Well, I have to research the waterfall flip. So let's do some altered Rolodex cards while I do a little bit of research on the waterfall thing. All right, I am going to have to. Oh, I forgot to put ink all over the back of this. Zine journals or accordion journals. Okay, can I ask somebody, don't care who, because sometimes I cannot ever see my chat after I go back and look at it. If somebody would write down these answers and then just text them to me on Facebook Messenger. Who am I on Facebook Messenger with? I know that Mimi, I'm on with you. Well, anybody can find me. You can look for inked pulp, but most of the actual waterfall or a layered waterfall flip. Okay. Or maybe, I don't know, Nydia. If somebody can just, you could even leave it as a comment, and that'll get you a comment in the Happy Mail drawing. If you just write down the ideas and then leave them for me, that'll give me one place to look. Okay. Goes down there. That goes there. Just a hair off here. All right. Now again, I'm going to have to go back and ink this up, but look at little Mr. Woodpecker poking out the top. Isn't that cute? All right, let's go to the next one. Oh, I think this is the one where these flowers came out. Oops, that's not what I want to use. Well, I've started it. I might as well finish it. I was using the brush because it goes on a little bit lighter, but that's all right. That's all right. It can be different. Oh, put a wrinkle in my flower. I think that'll press out though. I could take a, dang, this is not the right thing to use. I'm telling you what, guys. The brush is much better. It doesn't catch on those edges and cause I got a few little wrinkles in it, but I think it will come out. I think I can iron those out. All right, let's do one of the smaller ones. Everybody stop talking. Are you all mesmerized? So what's everybody got planned for the weekend? Any big plans? I got an email yesterday from the lady who is going out of business after 30 some years. She's the estate sale lady that I love. I used to get so much stuff from hers, and I went to her closeout sale and got a bunch of stuff. Well, she sent an email out yesterday. It says she found some more stuff and then other things she has marked down even more. So tomorrow morning, she is having a huge sale, another big sale at her place. And I'm contemplating whether I want to go or not. She had a few things that look good, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to go or not. Because that just means spending more money. Ah, going down to the family. Oh, how fun. Now, is it a real farm or you guys just call it the farm? Or is it actually a real working farm? Oh, thank you, Casey. You can find me on Messenger, either under inkedpulp or here's the other name that I have on Messenger. And I look at this one more, but it's, come on. Oh, no, that's not it. That's not it. That's my business name. That's not it. Remove. That's it. So that's my rearranging the craft room. Go to the sale, KK? Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Once I do something big like that in the day, it kind of shoots my whole day, because then I come home and I got to go through this stuff. And I was kind of wanting a day just to be at home because I don't have art before breakfast tomorrow. So I could get up early and go work in my garden and then just get a lot of stuff done. I don't know. It's a real farm. Oh, wow. Very cool. Very, very cool. I do some crops in my itty bitty garden. It's not that small, but I just grow stuff for us. So you didn't go into the family business. There we go. Look at that one. Isn't that sweet? Yeah, see, this is filling out this little journal nicely. It's going to be a nice little chunky journal. I love it. I picked my first 2 yellow squash. Oh, my zucchini are not, I think I was misspeaking yesterday when I was talking about the male blossoms versus the female blossoms. I think we have all male because the male fertilize the females and then the females turn into the squash. And I don't have one single zucchini, and that's unusual. Usually I'm overflowing by now. Don't have one single zucchini on my vines. Now I do have a acorn squash one, but it won't be ready till much later. What I picked yesterday was my first hot pepper. I'm doing hot Thai chilies so that I can dehydrate them and hang on a second, I'm looking for something. And grind them up. You know, the red pepper flakes that you sprinkle on pizza and stuff like that. We go through a ton of those. And so I thought that I would grow my own. I don't know if that's going to come off of there. It's okay. It's just some more character on that card. All right, there's that. Now I need another piece of cardstock. Oh, thank you, Nydia. You guys are so wonderful. Let's see, 1.5. Making my own what? Or were you talking to somebody else? Oh, red pepper flakes. Yes. We eat so many of them that I just got tired of buying them at the store. Oh, there you go. Well, I Googled it, and you can really use any kind of hot chili pepper. But Thai chilies were the ones that were cited as most often used. I only need to do the top part of this actually. So that's what I got. I got some Thai chili peppers. And I have a whole bunch on there. I have a ton of peppers on there. Um, I'm just waiting for them to turn red. And I had one that turned. I have some that are like partially turned. So I'll be harvesting a pretty good crop here. And then what I'm going to do is get a coffee, like an electric, one of those little mini coffee grinders. And I'm going to, once I dehydrate the chili peppers, hang on, I can't focus and concentrate and talk at the same time. That just doesn't work for me. Once I dehydrate them, I'm going to put them in that little coffee grinder thing and grind them up. And that will be our red pepper flakes. But that grinder will be used only for red pepper flakes, because I don't think you'd ever get it all out of there. And if, I do want a coffee grinder for my, because I've got an herb garden going, and actually I've got a whole bunch of thyme that needs to be picked and basil. I am going to make some pesto. I've got to figure out, though, and I know there are recipes for it, so I just got to find one. Recipes for vegan pesto, because you don't put the Parmesan cheese in it. Pine nuts are fine. I have pine nuts. And the oil is fine. It's just the Parmesan cheese. So I have to look and see. My guess is that they put cashews in it. They put cashews for everything. And if you guys have never tasted cashew cream, oh my word. Even if I went back to eating meat, I would still make cashew cream. It's basically, raw cashews. They're not roasted. They're not salted. They're just cashews. And you put them in a blender. Now you have to have a high-speed blender, or if you don't, you have to soak them overnight, because a regular type blender is not going to I think this is the one I wanted in there. Okay. Gotta take it down just a little bit. A regular blender is not gonna you'll still have like chunks in it. Not big chunks, but it'll be like gritty. That's what I had the first time I made it. I just had a regular blender. And then I ordered a high-speed blender. Oh, you just omit the cheese? Okay. And it's still good? Yeah, I got to make some basil. In fact, maybe that's what I'll make tonight. We'll have some basil pesto. So the other thing I made yesterday, and some of you are going to go, yuck. But Marie, tell me if you have ever made, oyster mushrooms. not king oyster mushrooms, because those we use to make scallops. They're like scallops. Oyster mushrooms. They're, I don't know how to explain it. You have to look them up. You know, they have the part that comes out of the ground and then kind of a stem, and then these real flowery pieces, like almost like this, sort of come off of them, and they come off and they'll lay kind of flat. And you can take those mushrooms, dredge them in first like a water and flour bath, and then a dry flour bath where it had all these spices in it. It was really good. Hey, Big Mama. And so I did that. And then you fry them. And oh my word. It was honestly, it looked like a piece of fried chicken breast when it was done. And I'm not kidding you, because I guess because I had that in my head that it looked like chicken, it tasted like chicken. But Marie, if you've never made those before, those are just stinking awesome. Now, I may come back and put like a piece of book page, or I don't know. It just looks rustic, doesn't it? Like it's just grunged up. This is some extra glue on here. I don't know. Do you guys like it kind of grungy looking like that, or should I cover up that flap with something else? What do you think? I kind of like it grungy looking. It is stuffed mushrooms. Yep. And I can do that as long as it's not stuffed with like cheese or anything like that I can't eat. But oh, this recipe was amazing. I wasn't sure how they would turn out, so we went to the Asian market because that's where we have to go to get our specialty mushrooms. And I had never bought the oyster mushrooms before, and they had them. They happened to have them. And they're more expensive. They're still not super expensive. I mean, mushrooms in general aren't all that expensive. But they were more expensive than the other mushrooms, the other types of mushrooms. So I decided to just buy, I bought one package and it just had 3 in them, but they were so big that, 3 was plenty for us. I ate one. My husband only ate one because we also had hamburgers, Impossible burgers. By the time we had burgers, then we had some tater tots. And by the time we ate a few tater tots, a burger, grunge in your You haven't done much grunge, huh? Well, let me tell you about it, Big Mama. I had this lady one time who was kind of like being a mentor a little bit. And I don't like eggplant. I cannot stand eggplant. I don't like the texture of it. But anyway, Big Mom, I had this lady one time and she was kind of mentoring me and teaching me all about grunge. And she was so awesome. And I learned so much from her. I learned about seam rippers from her. And it was just such a cool experience. I need to get in touch with her, Big Mama, and see if she might be willing to teach you a few things. When I cut these down, by the way, you guys, I cut them just a little bit at a time. I'd rather make many cuts and get it just right than one cut and cut it wrong. And like I said, I will have to go back and yeah, it's called Big Mama Sandy Moore. That's my friend. And she really helped me get my grunge on. Yeah, now I can't get rid of her. All right. Hey, does anybody know, you know that store Taperology? Is that one of those, I don't think it is. That's not one of those, like Chinese low cost places, is it? Where you buy everything real cheap, but it's all from China? Because they have, you know, you guys, I just don't. Hang on a sec. I'm measuring something. Hang on. I just don't do those cheap ones because, well, I just don't. But I think Taperology is different. Wonderful. Thank you, Casey. The blue and brown palette. Yeah, I use a lot of green. Big Mama, I really like the greens. And blue and brown. And occasionally I use the yellows and occasionally the purples, but not very often the reds. But that makes sense, Big Mama, that if you're doing grungy, the browns definitely you would use. Chip paint. Yes, and peeled paint, right? It's called peeled paint. I like shabby shutters too. I don't necessarily like the real bright greens. Let's move those over and I know this is kind of a slow video. This is one you can chit chat a lot because I'm just doing the same thing over and over, but I want to get rid of this Oh, yeah. Rusty hinge. Yep. I still haven't found my rusty hinge yet. I gotta go through boxes and figure out where I put all my inks because half of them are still packed away. And rusty hinge is one of them. And if I don't find them soon enough, I'll just go buy new ones. Isn't that awful? Because that's how I roll. I love the other one I really love is frayed burlap, but that also is packed away. So you guys, yeah, I hear you, Big Mama. You just got to tell him, hey, there's a little bit of me time I got to have. There's lots of people here taking care of me. Big Mama, we have such a wonderful group. All right, now let's put this on. We're almost done. Yeah, you know what I saw somebody do one time, and I haven't done it, but she was like inking around the edges of a page, and she used many different colors like browns and greens and blues and some red, even purple she put in there. And she put all these different colors, and it was absolutely amazing. Now, this one's going to be a little more challenged to cut down because it goes right out to the edges. Let's see. And we've got a B here. So let's do this. I hope it's enough. Oh, it is. Yay! Now the top has to come down a little. Now that's going to cut a little bit off the flowers, but so be it. Not much. Were you here, Big Mama, when we did Big Mama, were you here when we did this technique? The rub-ons, the rub-on technique with the inkjet printer. Oh, that fits just perfect. If not, you really should go back and watch that video because it was really cool. Oh, so this is a rub-on from a print I made with my inkjet printer. Look at how rustic and kind of old that looks. Isn't that amazing? It was a fun video. All right, I need some more cardstock. Yeah, it was, well, I don't know, the girls in here can tell you, it was pretty cool. Perfect. Was it words and pictures? I'm not sure what you're talking about, Casey. Help me out. Fill this bottle up. Casey, I'm not sure what your question meant. You'll have to give me a little context. Yeah, I'm just not, I can't get over the texture of eggplant. It's like spongy, and I don't like that. It's just one of those foods I can't get past. Oh, no. She does it quite a bit. I can't remember her channel. I'll have to get it and show it the next time. I think, no, it's not Christina Demers. Um, she does the 4 a.m. junk journals. Is it Christy? I don't know. If you look up, oh no, maybe that is her channel name, 4 a.m. junk journals. She does the detective, um, the challenge where she comes up with a mystery and then gives out clues, and you make pieces from the clues, and then eventually somebody will guess who did it. It's that lady, I'm pretty sure. And oh, that can fit without even having to cut it down. Oh yeah, Louisa Heinzel. Yeah, it wasn't her who did it. I really like Louisa Heinzel, but I have a hard time watching her because she goes on and on and on and on. Like she talks. I mean, I know I talk a lot, but we're doing lives and on a recorded video. I don't know. I can't stay with her. And maybe that's why some people don't come back here to the lives, because, I did it again. Forgot to grunge up it's Luiza, I think. I think we all know who you're talking about. I was going to try to get her as a guest speaker on ABB. My plan was to have some guests come on and do some creative things, and I just never. It was just one of the things I never implemented in 2024. So, or actually, I guess that was even going to be 2023, maybe. I don't remember. But yeah, I had good intentions of bringing on guests, to show us a technique or something. And it was one of the things I didn't get around to. I'm going to cut this a little bit so it goes in easier. Just a hair. I kept changing it. Yeah. Well, it's the German spelling, that's why. Nydia, were you the... You know, if I could use Daphne's diaries and be able to cut out some things and use them in an actual journal that I was maybe going to sell, I would subscribe to Daphne's diaries. But because you can only use them for personal, and I don't really make a lot of stuff for my own personal use. I'm not a journaler, so I don't write every day. Okay. Okay. We've only got about 10 minutes, so I still have a few more pages, but I'll finish these up. Actually, I don't probably need to do all of this online. I might let you guys go early, but here's what it's looking like. Okay. Ooh, it's getting real chunky monkey. Okay, then we have the little card on the side to write on. And then so each page will have a card to journal on. Look at that. Isn't that pretty with the blue flowers sticking out? And that one, I think those flowers are similar in shape to these. Maybe not exactly color, but I love that. And then the little woodpecker, the red in his head with the red over here, I thought went well. And then the kitty cats, the yellow in the field, and then the yellow in the sunflower. So here I am. Oh, it looks like I only have 2 more to go. And we still have some time, so I will just keep going and we'll just keep chatting. I did a little bit longer. Oh, so on the 20th of July, Junk Journaling Jen and I are going to have a sale together. So I wanted to let you know about that so you can put it on your calendar. Her and I were chatting yesterday and we had talked before. She wants to sell with somebody, and her and I had talked about it. She's doing a sale tomorrow. And she wanted me to sell with her. And I said, heck, I am still getting the very last invoices. And it's because I have things I need to look for. The reason I haven't sent them out yet. But I said, I'm just cleaning up from my last sale. I said, give me a couple weeks and I'll, be ready to do it again. So she's having a sale tomorrow, just FYI, to help with her medical expenses. She has cancer, and when she has to have an MRI, her copay is like $400. And so she's trying to raise money to pay medical expenses. So if you can go to her sale and support her, that would be great. But I just wasn't ready to do another sale tomorrow. But by the 20th, I will be. And then I'm going to ask you guys something. And ask your opinion on something. That dark green page that I made, I am not thrilled with it. It's this one with the deer on it. Should I take it out or should I fiddle with it some more? Because I don't want to just leave it. It's really bugging me. I thought about taking the white part of a napkin or some tissue paper and covering over the top of it to kind of push it to the background. And then maybe, put something else over the top. That was my initial thought. And make that just be the background. I'd take this butterfly off. I just don't like it. It's not cohesive. I don't like it. I don't like it. Whitewash it? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because I really don't like it. So I'll do that off camera and then I'll show you guys. Now, what shall I do with this little journal? Shall I put it in my Etsy store? Should I auction it off here? Should I just add it to one of my next sales? I was just talking about you. Were your ears burning, ma'am? I was just talking about you. I was telling everybody about our sale coming up on July 20th. And how it's going to benefit you for your medical expenses. Okay. You were about to ask the same. Oh, yeah, I know. Just talking about her. So there's the little itty bitty journal that isn't so itty bitty anymore. I still have a little bit to do, but I'll do that all offline. So Jen, we're just finishing up, and then I need to make a back cover. And what I may do, if I have enough of this, I may just take this fabric and cover the back. So here is the almost finished journal. Yeah, I'm excited about it too. Here's the cover. Here's the first page, and then it's got this little writing card. Then the next page, and then this one has the owl to write on. And then the next page, that vulture, and then we have the woodpecker in there. And again, I'll go back and re-ink these since I had to cut them down. And then my favorite page in the whole book, the flower. And then I thought this yellow matches this, and then there's the one red, so that's why I picked this one for this pocket. And then we've got this kindness page, and I've got this card to go with the blues. Yeah, I saw that. He's going to put them up today. This is another one of my favorite pages. And then I've got that card in it. And then Mr. Jed Clampett has the other woodpecker. I like having the cardstock behind this. It keeps it firm to put stuff in and out of the pockets. And then we have the kitty cats with the sunflower and bee. And then we have this. I love this page too. I really love this page. And with that, we have the blue flowers page. And then I still need to make something for this if I'm going to keep this in here. I got to play with it a little bit. I just don't like it. So I'll try putting something kind of whitewash over it. But that's the journal. What do you guys think? I love it. I love it. It's pretty much done. I've just got a few little cleanup things to do, and then she's done. Did we decide what we should do with this? Did we ever decide? If not, I'll come up with something. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. I know, I do too, Marie. It's done. Pretty much. I've got a few little finishing touches, but we won't be working on it anymore in here. That was a fun little project to get done. I love these little 3-ring things. And it flips so easily and it'll stay flat, when it's open. So I love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right, ladies. It's almost time. Oh, it is time. I managed to take up the whole hour and a half. All right, so here's this. I'll open it to, which page should I open it to? Either this one, the blue with the flowers, or, so this is A. Vote for me, you guys. This is A for my picture for my thumbnail. A, B, or C. A, B, or C. Which picture should I use for the thumbnail? B, the bird. Okay, Jen likes the B. And I got a C for the blue. Okay. And another C and another B. We need a tiebreaker. Where is Mimi? I had to go in and put a couple dots of glue down because this was open too far and this thing kept sliding out. So I put a couple dots of glue. All right. I need a tiebreaker. Who else is in here? Has everybody gone? Gwen. C is the red flower? No. A, yes, C is the red flower. Yep, C is the red flower. You're right. So we have either B or C. So Gwen, you get to be the tiebreaker. And by the way, Gwen, you got a giveaway, but you have not sent me your mailing information yet. So I can't ship it to you. So I still have it here whenever I get your shipping information. All right, Gwen, so I'm picking which one of these I should use for my thumbnail. This is B, and you get to vote between these two. This is B, and this is C. So what do you think? Yeah, I didn't get it, Gwen. Yeah, because I want to send that out for you. All right, Gwen, you're the tiebreaker. B, this spread, or this spread? B or C? Oh, Gwen. Pick one for us. B, you like the bird. Okay. The bird, it will be. I kind of like this, even though that other page is really, well, this is my second favorite. I kind of like the other one for the thumbnail, or this one for the thumbnail, because there's more to it, you know. I think this one is kind of sparse, but I love it. I love it, love it, love it. All right. Oh, it's the bird. Okay. All right. I will check. You know, I don't know if I checked my junk mail. So maybe, I don't know. I'll check my junk mail, but I haven't seen it. So I still have your happy mail here. All right, everybody. I'm going to go for today. I'll see you on Monday. Have a fabulous weekend. And we'll start another project on Monday. Goodbye, everybody. Thumbs up if you haven't.